Today's guest is a young entrepreneur, opened up his first barbershop at 23 years old, and now has his second shop at 25. One of Ewing's finest, young Rico Suave, founder and CEO of AVEX Barber Lounge, Vinny Santiago. Let's clap it up for the man. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. For the people out here that don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself, you know what I mean, and how you started AVEX Barber.
So as you know, my name is Vinny. I'm a barber. And yeah, pretty much AVEX just came about. I had a friend years ago named Alex, passed away. So my name is Vinny, just took out an L, put a V, and AVEX. It kind of just clicked.
So like, what was the process like? I know that to getting all the titles and getting everything of that nature, and going straight into the business of it. How was that process for you? How difficult was it? Was it difficult at all?
Yeah, definitely difficult. The whole process of like, it's simple. Like I feel like it's very simple, but it's a lot in between everything. So like, you know, it's just LLC, a whole bunch of contracts, a whole bunch of permits through the township, depending on what township you're in, stuff like that. It can get crazy. But overall, it's definitely like a stressful procedure, only because you're not on your time, you're on everyone else's time around you.
Yeah.
So, you know, it can get crazy, but it's worth it.
You're one of the only people to come out of our area for real that like didn't go to college or it has their own business now and is pursuing something greater than a lot of us are right now. And so, when did you know that like college wasn't going to be for you and it was going to be this barber life? How did barber life first off come about? Before even that, like what made you say like I want to start cutting hair?
So I had a barber that I used to go to when I was younger, and long story short, like one day he just messed up my haircut. It was a little crazy. I just went home. My pop had some clippers, and I was just messing with the clippers. And from that moment, I started cutting my own hair, and I would always tell my friends, like, yo, like, I'm cutting my own hair. They wouldn't believe me. And I would always just...
When was this though?
Probably like 2015, 2016.
Oh, dang. All right.
That's a little minute ago.
Yeah, but I was just not taking it serious doing my own hair. And I would always show everyone, like, the back of my hair because it was just growing out long. But over time, I started cutting my friends, and it kept going. As far as, like, college goes, my plan was to go to college for business.
Where would you have gone, you think?
It's a crazy question.
How many schools did you apply to in general?
Zero. So, it was just one college. I think it was called St. Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And back in the day, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, I had a friend who was like, yo, I'm going to this college. And I'm like, yeah, like, why? And he was like, last year, it was an all-girls college. This year, they're bringing boys on.
Yeah.
Yo, we go to college.
Listen, I know exactly how that feel because I feel like, I don't know if y'all did this, but when I was looking for colleges, I looked at the ratio for men to women. That's exactly what I did. So yeah, so I feel exactly where you coming from.
I got lucky though. I mean, most of the schools that I ended up going to were like majority women. So it was like 70-30, I believe it was. Like, it was insane. It was insane.
But what ended up happening was, the idea of it sounded good simply because of that. And, you know, of course, you're young, like, childish mindset.
Right.
But I wanted to go take my SAT, and I didn't have an ID for school. And park testing had just came into play. Okay. So they had the library shut down for, like, a month. So I couldn't get an ID made at all. And they wouldn't allow me to take my SAT because I didn't have an identification to show that I went to the school.
Right.
And the person that denied me was my history teacher at the time. He was like, we can't let you in because we can't prove to the state that you come here. And I was like, damn, you can't testify for me? Like,
you don't see me sitting in class every day?
And he was like, nah. And I think to reschedule that SAT was like $50 that I didn't have.
Right.
And honestly, it was just as simple as that. I could have came up with $50, but I wasn't going to spend it on that. I already spent it once.
That's a fact.
And I just never went to school. And around that time, that's when everything was going on with, like, I guess Alex and stuff like that a few months later. So I was like, I'm going to just start cutting hair. I had nothing else to do.
Are the SATs actually a thing now?
They are still a thing, but they're starting to dissipate, truthfully. Like, it's, SAT, ACT, people aren't looking for it anymore. By the time we were graduating, people were already going to just like, you didn't have to submit them and you can just do like a either in-person interview or another essay and you'd be fine. Now, they're barely looking at it anymore, truthfully.
That's OD, bro. Because that shit was the longest test of all time. First of all, that's God, bro.
Yeah.
The fact that they kept denying you that many times.
It's crazy. It's a teacher, Miss Bailey.
Wow.
And she was like, what did you even want to go to college for? And I was like, business. And she was like, for what? I was like, to open up a business. And she was like, business isn't what you know, it's who you know. And I just kind of ran with that. And now, like, for me at least, everything I do is like networking. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like figure out who's who and trying to find the right people.
Yeah, so jumping off of that, then who were some of the people to help you start your business? Who are some people you would like, if you want to say thank you to them or say how the process was?
Your biggest supporters too, yeah, for
your
sure.
supporters and everything like that.
People that helped me start the business. So it's a few people that taught me how to cut hair. They got a barbershop over on Prospect. It's called Precision, John. So like I pretty much was at the barbershops near me, and I went into every single barbershop asking if someone could hire me.
Right.
And everyone said no. And he also said, he didn't say no, he said I can't hire you, but I can teach you. And I was like, all right. So he was like, be here tomorrow at 8:30. I pulled up 7:45.
That's nice.
And he pulled up, I was already there, and from there, like, we just kind of kicked it off. Still friends with him to this day. We actually leave to Dallas, I think, this upcoming Saturday to visit the other guy who taught me also. His name is Josh.
Okay.
So going to visit him. Still in contact with him. They helped out a lot. Then another guy over in New Brunswick, his name is True. He has a couple barbershops out there. Carlos helped out too.
Yeah.
Like when I went to his shop, I remember like significantly making my first check. Like where I was at prior to his shop, what it would take me to make in like 2 months at a time. I made my first week at that shop.
Really?
So like going to his shop really set it off because I was young. I was 18 and a lot of people that knew me didn't drive. So going next to the high school, a lot of people that knew me attended the high school. So they would just get out of school and just flood the chair.
That's smart.
That helped out a lot. So yeah.
Would you say that is the moment where you like, this could really be something? Or
yeah, like yo, I remember walking home because it was 2 minutes from my house also, and I had a car, but I just walked to work. It was nice out. I remember walking home like my first week, like with my check, like damn, like I'm good. Like I was like, if I play my cards right, and I was 18, I was so young, and there was a lot of money coming in. I was like, damn, like if I play my cards right, like I'm good forever. I remember like that walk home, I had anxiety that I felt like something was due the next week. And then that's when it hit me like, damn, like I don't have school no more. Like everything is done. This is it now.
this is it?
Yeah, so it's a blessing. It's kind of crazy like how everything works out, but I just kind of keep my faith in. I just do what makes sense, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think we're all proud of you, Joe.
For sure.
Yeah, like we're really, really, really proud of you.
I forgot what I said the last time I was here. He said I got chills from it. He was like, oh no, this is what I said in the beginning. Like again, you're one of the only people to be successful in this area, coming straight out of high school as well. Like that makes it even a bigger feat because of the fact that there's such a big stigma around going to school and getting your education and like going to college and getting your bachelor's or whatever, and you gotta do those things to get a job and then work the 9 to 5, but you didn't end up doing that. So it's a beautiful thing to see that you're on such another level than a lot of people around here by not being able to do that.
I remember we was talking about this. I don't look at it like that.
Even if you don't look at it like that, bro, it's the truth. Yeah. Like it's not really.
He's humble.
It's very humbling.
It's
beautiful
humble
to see that. Like that's why I'm still here. Another reason why I'm still here for the last 6 years. So like, it's just a beautiful thing, but it's the truth. Like a lot of people you know, a lot of people you probably hang out with, just finishing school and probably in thousands of dollars in debt and like. Are just trying to find. We was having a conversation with a kid that's probably hooping at. Was it Rutgers? What was it? Where he was at?
Brooklyn.
He's hooping. No matter what, he was hooping, and we was talking to him like just about getting his life together. And it's like it's hard when you first come out of school. So this is different.
That's another obstacle that I run into like with a lot of clients. So like me being like peers with everybody. I'm getting older now. I guess I'm 25. But like me like being able to relate to like these kids and stuff like that, like going through college and stuff. A lot of them really are lost. Like some people have played basketball their whole life or football their whole life, and like it comes down to like their senior year in college, And it's like, damn, like I did this whole time, and it's like, damn, it's like, I was told to do this, so this will happen. This doesn't happen. I went to school, so this doesn't happen. Now I apply for a job and I don't have enough experience. And it's like, this is what they told me to do, and I'm stuck. Yeah. And like me seeing that, like, that kind of messes my head up a little bit, because I'm like, damn, that's not an obstacle that I've experienced. Right. You know, so it's like, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
So now, how did COVID impact you?
Yo, this is another thing that I can't relate to. So, like, a lot of people struggled during COVID. And so for me, how COVID happened was I planned a trip to Miami, and COVID was what, 2019 or 2020? 2020. So December 2019, I planned a trip to Miami in February for my 21st. Or in March, pardon me, for my 21st. And that's when, like, the picture with the bat was going viral. Everybody was looking at it. It was going crazy. Yeah. And, you know, like Instagram, you see any other day, like, this isn't going to happen. Right. And, like, I remember being in Miami. And as I'm in Miami, like, the mayor, like, pretty much made a public announcement to, like, the whole Miami, like, shut down, like, mid-trip.
For real?
Yeah. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. So I remember booking a flight home with Spirit.
Yeah.
$17 straight home.
For real? That's crazy.
Yo, and I was like, $17, so we coming back tomorrow. But it was $17 to go home. I went home. Wow. And I went to work that same day. Like, normally when I take a trip, I touch on the flight, I go right to the shop. Yeah. I went right to the shop, started cutting hair to get back with my clients. And then mid-shift, they shut down all barbershops. The mayor of Ewing made an announcement, like, barbershop shut down. Right. And I'm like, yo, like, this was happening. It was crazy. Mm-hmm. A week later, I don't know for sure if I caught COVID, but I couldn't smell or taste nothing. But this was prior.
That means you got COVID.
Yeah. Absolutely, I go.
But this was prior to them making
the announcement.
Yeah,
so but it was in America in, like, January, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But I had the chills, I had everything.
Right.
But I didn't have a fever. So they weren't wasting no tests if you didn't have a fever.
Yeah,
so they didn't test me.
Right.
So I was like, okay, whatever. So I don't know if I ever had it. I guess I probably did. But I remember being on FaceTime with Rich at the time. This is like when I just hit it off with Rich. I just met Rich. I was still working Ewing. And Rich was cutting his garage. And he's like, bro, like, you might as well start come cut with me. And I'm like,
asking him. So that means his business, where you was at, like, before with him, that's new?
So prior to COVID was Ewing, post-COVID was Rich. That's where I was at. But how it happened was, like, so, like, the question was, how did COVID affect you?
Yeah.
Let me just No, you're good. Let me just get to the answer. Right. So, when COVID happened, I wasn't cutting at first because I was sick. Right. And I was just scared as hell. I was like, oh, hell no, like, I'm not doing it. And my boy needed a haircut. He's able to come cut my hair. So I masked up, put gloves on, and cut his hair. And started talking to Rich, and Rich was like, bro, like, it's a risk for you to raise your prices. Yeah. So I charged 18 prior to COVID. During COVID, I started charging 40. I was like, whatever, 40 for a cut. And, and I did 40 with a beard also.
Okay.
And after COVID ended, I kept my prices there. Yeah. So
everybody was already used to it by that point. Yeah.
And June 22nd is when they lifted COVID. And that was the first day I started working with Rich, because throughout COVID I was, he had me come to his garage and start cutting hair in his garage. Yeah. So I was like, damn, like, I'm definitely gonna work with you, like, you know.
Yeah. Were you scared at all? Like, damn, everything I was looking forward to might end now. 'Cause I feel like a lot of people at that time during COVID was like, shit is over. Like, you know what I mean? Were you scared?
I was scared because I definitely had some money put away. And the money put away was, like, just in case everything ever fails, like, this is my money for a barbershop. So once I, like, hit that milestone, I put that money up. And I was like, if everything falls down, like, I'm just going to open up a shop. But then I had to start reaching into that money for rent. And barbers, like, long story short, like, barbers is like a cash business. Right. So there was no unemployment for me. So everyone was getting hit off with these stimulus checks, unemployment, traveling and everything. And I was done up for the first couple months, like, no money. Damn. So it was when, like, the first, I lived on my own at the time. I was 19, so I had to reach into my savings. I paid the rent.
19 living on your own, first of all. That's a big.
I
That's
would pay
tough.
my rent with my tips from the shop. That's how I would do it. I would like my rent was like $1,000, so I was like, yo, if I just put $30 a day to the side,
Imagine.
yeah.
Imagine how.
But this is again 2019.
Right.
So I was putting $30 away every day in tips.
Okay.
That'll cover the rent, and then I wouldn't even touch my checks like nothing else. I would just stack it.
Yeah.
And once I reached into my savings, I'm like, yeah, hell no. So that's when I was like, I'm going out there, I'm cutting here. And yeah, price it same. So for me, like, long story short, COVID was the best thing that happened to me because my prices doubled. So like, if a barber was making 50 grand prior to COVID, now they're making 100. If they were making 100, now they're making, and so on and so forth. Like, your number, you went up 100%. And it was cool for me because I had just started cutting hair a year prior.
Right.
So like for me, like I jumped in the perfect time. For barbers who I've been cutting for like 20 years, haircut prices never went up. They've always been so cheap.
Yeah.
So like COVID was like, here's everything that we owe you, you know?
Right.
But I jumped in right before, so it was like, damn, like, it was crazy.
I got a question. So, do you have any like embarrassing like barber stories, like either you've done or like your fellow barbers have done? With clients.
Yeah, I mess people up all the time.
Really?
So what's your like?
Yo, some barbers you try to play that off. I know they do.
Yeah, like
If you cut 120 heads a week and you mess up 3 people, it's got like 98%.
Hey, that's good percentage to me.
Yeah, I'm cool. Like, bro, you can't make everybody happy.
Right.
As far as embarrassing,
Like you ever had to be like, nah,
Don't get
it's on
embarrassed.
me.
Learn.
It's on me.
it's all me.
Like I messed that up.
Yeah, I had somebody get a crazy haircut, and like, it was just like, I don't even want to get into it because they might know who it is. But, I couldn't recover from the haircut. I'm cutting hair, I'm sweaty as hell. And like after the haircut, I was like, yo, bro, like you good? Like, I'm not gonna charge you.
damn, he's probably thinking like, damn, like you fucked up.
But he liked the haircut.
He liked the haircut. That's a plus, bro.
It was just me, but I was like, he was confused. He seemed like a little upset.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not gonna charge you. He was upset because I referred him to another barber. And he was like, I can't come here no more. And I was like, bro, like he's gonna cut your hair better. Just take my word for it.
Right.
And he was like, damn. And I cut the rest of his family still. He's a younger kid.
Yeah.
But fast forward to now, the barber that I sent him to actually works with me now here.
Oh wow, that's dope.
So the other day he walked in and he seen my energy. I'm like, yo, like, what's good, bro? And I think that kind of like relieved psychologically the thought of me not liking him. So when I seen him, like him seeing my energy was kind of probably like, oh wow, like.
There's no problem.
Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. Talking about embarrassing shit. First of all, I've cut Ryan's hair before. Yeah, when we were younger, bro. But see, I didn't know that you like textures of hair. You can't use the same. You can't use the same guard on it. So I'm using a guard. I think at that time I was doing like real buzz, like 1.5 type shit. And then all of a sudden I tried to do it to Ryan's hair. This man was bald, bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, I was like, Ryan, this shit is tough though, wait. I tried every way possible to make him feel like that shit was tough, but that shit was dirt, bro.
You got such different hair, bro.
Yeah, that's tough though. And then you with your mustache, bro. That's one thing about barbers, bro. I can't go to a barber anymore unless you, but that like somebody I don't know that doesn't have a beard.
Beardless.
No. I'm not saying you. You know. Yeah. You know how to do your thing, but like I'm talking about people that like now I live in Somerset.
Damn.
Exactly. So now if I got to go with somebody out there, I got to look for somebody with a beard because I'm like, yo, you got to look, or even like you're Hispanic, like me going to you, I feel like. Do you get that a lot? Do you get that like people like maybe not a race thing per se, but like
someone just prior to the podcast when I was on the phone, I didn't even know who that was. He just called up. Like, I found your number. Like you put black people, and I'm like, bro, like yes.
Right.
But some people aren't used to versatile people, and it just comes with it. But like you have to be relatable to all people when they walk in. So like if you go to a barbershop and like everyone dresses weird,
right.
If one barber dresses the way you dress, like psychologically you're gonna go to him because you relate to him automatically.
Right.
So it's like. For me, that's kind of where I like dissect it. Like I try to get nice when I come to work, where like dress decent because people relate in aspects where others don't.
Right.
So it's like a walk-in might relate to you just because you're young, or just because you look like you would get along with him, or you know what I'm saying. So
Right.
it's
So how many walk-ins do you get regularly? Because I know your other two barbers have been doing this for a while as well, right?
Yeah, one of the barbers, he's pretty booked up. Another one of the barbers, he's getting there. Like like pretty much walk-ins like a week. At this specific location now is probably like around 30, but that's with zero promotion. So
Right.
like we've been open for 60 days. There's no promotion yet at all. I haven't got my sign up. That's like the permits that I'm talking about. Like
Right.
they haven't cleared me for the permit yet.
Mm.
But yeah, like 30 30 walk-ins like weekly probably,
So-
if not more. So
So now, do you have somebody running the other office as
What
well?
is-
I mean, the other shop.
yeah, so we actually turned it into a nail salon. So
Oh wow.
yeah, so the shop belongs to someone else now. It's a nail salon.
Oh, wait. So wait, you sold it or you turned it into
Huh?
You sold it or you turned it into a nail salon?
Nah, my girlfriend does nails, so
Fully nail.
yeah, fully nails. Like that's
Wow. So she runs that.
yeah.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's super fire. Look at you, man.
You
You got a little empire here.
I
I
see
see
the same thing. You got a little empire, bro.
Who were your role models, like as far as the business goes? Like, cause, for instance, like us with basketball, right? I saw my dad. He was really big into basketball. I used to watch NBA players all over the place. You know what I mean? But like, who was your like role model that was like, I want to do that?
I don't think I have like actual people I look up to as far as like damn like I want to be like them one day. There was some instincts where like there were some people who like I've worked with and they would be bringing home like a lot more money than I was, and I would go home and I would think to myself like damn like, and this is I guess where like the mindset shifts compared to like other people. It would be like how did they get that, you know, like how did they get there? So what am I lacking that they're not, you know?
Right.
So kind of like trying to find my flaws to see like, okay, like how can I pick up more clients? Because it's more than a haircut, like you have to provide a service, you know, so personality, stuff like that comes into play. But not so much like role models. Maybe some people like I have looked up to, but I don't want to sound too crazy, but now it's kind of like, I've had mentors.
I was going to say that.
I've had mentors, for sure. That's like the easiest way to put it.
I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say like, now I'm big dog.
I don't want to sound.
That's what you're trying to say. I'm letting the people know. He's saying this very humbly, but he's that guy. Nah, stop.
I'm searching for my words.
Yeah, word.
I've definitely looked up to a lot of people.
Right.
I'm at a point now where it's like I've stopped taking advice from people because I realized that like it's misguided me a lot. So like I'm at a point now where it's safe to say like I know what I'm doing. I've done it once, I've done it twice. It's like I know the formula now. I know what I have to do. And it just comes down to like different townships and different laws.
How competitive is like barber?
So, and I say this humbly also, like I don't really compete with nobody. I don't really watch pockets. I don't try to see like,
Talk your shit. Talk your shit, Vinny.
no, like, I don't watch pockets. I don't go to see like who's cutting more. Maybe when I was younger for sure, but like that's when like I'm trying to figure out how can I be in this position.
Okay.
You
So
know,
you don't only compete with yourself. Like you're always thinking, what can you do
Me
better?
versus me too.
Yeah.
I'm better than I was yesterday. Like,
That's
I don't really try to watch I don't watch no more. Like it's just doing my own thing now. Like there is like a lot of I guess people who might compete, but like for what?
Right.
Like I broke this down. I was having a conversation on the podcast a couple weeks ago with somebody, and like I like researched so much into like the demographics of things and just trying to figure everything out. Like Trenton's population alone is like 80,000. It's not including immigrants.
Right.
There's 60 barbershops in Trenton. Let's say average.
You say 60?
Yeah, let's say average 5 barbers per barbershop. That's 300 barbers.
Right.
So out of 80,000 people, let's just say 40,000 are men. 40,000 divided by 300, like there's enough money for everyone to eat.
Yeah.
You need a solid 200 clients to like make a living off cutting hair
Yeah.
and like have fun with it, you know?
Right.
So like I break it down to like the exact numbers, and that was kind of my reason for moving to Lawrence. It's like an untapped area, so 8 minutes up the road,
Right.
there's a whole new clientele here. There's a whole new person that walks in the barbershop, a different vibe. So like, it's just trying to like learn different things. It's like my mind is more like on the business side of barbering now. It's not so much into that. But as far as competing, like, nah. So then kind of weird.
That's right.
So then, how do you get better then? Since you said like obviously you don't check pockets and you don't look at other people.
Yeah.
Like how do you develop yourself as a barber, but also as an owner? And like, I'll go into my next question after that.
Extra education is cool. As an owner, it's simple. Like, if your people happy, you're happy. So like, just trying to make sure like I might grab lunch once a week, or I might, you know, like right now I'm trying to like plan something what we call go out, or like it might be like a Christmas trip or something at the end of the year. And like, these things are also all tax write-offs. Like, it's not hurting you if you don't pay it forward to them. Pay it to Uncle Sam. Like, pick your poison.
Yeah.
So it's just trying to like learn the game as far as like learn the business game and like learn that language, because the conversations are different now. Like, these people walk different. Like, everything it's a different way of you're just dealing with people like in a different tax bracket.
Now, me getting my hair done, not done, but getting my hair cut, I used to have a lot longer of hair.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like the art of scissors, using scissors, is gone?
It's not gone. I struggle with scissors like for most of my career.
Yeah.
I got a barber here. His name is Luke. Great dude. Long story short though, he's been like sharpening up my scissors work a lot.
Yeah.
So like, that was a question like, how could you better yourself? So like, one thing is like, I guess learning more. But people would always ask me, and I might be ignorant in this aspect. People would be like, yo, like, did you master barbering? Like my clients. I was like, nah, but I know what my clients like, and as long as you know what your clients like, those people keep coming back. As long as you keep coming back, you keep making the same amount of money.
Right.
So like, I never really tried to do more.
Right.
But again, being in Lawrence, you deal with different people, different hair textures, stuff like that. But scissoring, yeah.
That's tough.
My scissor game up there now.
Yeah.
And salute. Like, if it wasn't for that, then it wouldn't, you know? So,
Yeah. During COVID, you were saying you bumped up the prices.
yeah.
So like, I've been like following like different TikToks with like barbers, and like a lot of their cuts be like 150.
Yeah.
And like, I don't get that. Like, I get that it's a service and like they hone their skills. But
Some
like
of them really do charge 150.
Yeah.
And some of it is like they're getting what they want out of you and not the client.
Yeah.
Because they're not charging 150, but they got you appealed to it watching all those videos.
Yeah.
So they're building their social media, which might lead to like haircut. I got some two of my close friends. They travel nurses over in Kansas City. They go to a barber out there, real big on Instagram. He's charging 100 a haircut. I'm like, damn, I charge out 40 when y'all getting back. It's over.
Right.
Bro, it's volume. Like, you want to charge 100 and maybe only get 5 people to get a book, or you want to charge 40 and get 20 people to book.
Yeah.
You know, like, like the number, like, it's up to you. I mean, I keep my prices low because I like to cater to the people who haven't, or who might, you know, like, I don't forget, I guess, where I come from. So I'm not going to sit here and charge $100 and now, like, I'm too good for someone who couldn't afford a haircut.
Yeah.
I do want to go up eventually, but I'm not pressed for it.
I mean, and Ryan always says like, you know, he invests in you, so like, he doesn't have a problem even if it does go up. So the more clients you have an opportunity to build that.
I don't know how much up, but up is
Like, you
cool.
have the opportunity to like build that relationship that you have with Ryan.
Exactly.
To
Yeah.
like make more money. You know.
I mean, going back to T-balls, son. Jeez.
Yeah, it's been,
Wait, y'all on Colavita, was it?
Is it Colavita? No, near bagel.
something near bagel.
Near bagel.
I had near bagel this morning for breakfast.
That's
Yeah.
bagel shopping, you.
Yes, sir. Nah, near bagel. That's where we first met, and that's when Vinny was a little chunky boy.
Yeah.
Don't talk about them days no more. One day he came back, man, skinny, huge ass head. I'm like, what's going on, bro? And everything just came with up. That's it.
Yo, would you ever, like, let's say we were to get as big as we want to be, and we were like, we would love a traveling barber,
Yeah.
and there was a price, like, would you ever take that route, like a traveling barber?
Client asked me this. I've had like little opportunities to cut like a couple celebrities. I missed the opportunities. Like, I've responded to a DM like 2 hours late. It was too late. I missed it. But
You want to say who it was?
Yeah, that's fine. Young Blues manager reached out to me. They had like a concert in North with like Lil Baby and Chris Brown.
I know that. Yeah, I remember when that came out.
It was like July 27th. I remember the date because I was so like, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Don't blow on it though. Don't blow on it.
No, I don't because like how it went was like he was like, yo, like you free to cut Blues hair today, and I seen 2 hours later because it popped up in the request feed. So I didn't see it.
Bro, that's the worst.
And I was eating pizza. I was at a pizza shop. I was slow that day. Like this is 20. What was that? 20.
And that means Blue is tough at the time too.
But at the time, like I wasn't really fully booked like I am now.
Right.
And I'm sitting there like, yo, like I just missed out on this opportunity.
Yeah.
But around that same time, I was also getting the shop in order. It was December of 21, so I was in the process of moving to first shop.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, I missed the opportunity. And I'm like, I started calling him on Instagram, like, and I'm like, hold up, relax, like it's cool, like it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I kind of try not to get too caught up like on that kind of lifestyle because it doesn't matter. Like I'm who I am, I guess, because the people around here.
Right.
So like I wouldn't mind traveling, but like you would just have to match what I'm making now, or like it would just have to be like the experience would have to be greater things than what money could buy. You know?
When I was originally seeing the prices being like 150, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. These guys like cut celebrities, so that's why they probably boost up the prices as well. But I was like, as a client, I don't care if you cut Drake.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
What
I
does
don't
that
care.
benefit you?
Exactly. So like, I'm
Like if
not.
celebrity
I don't
walks
do
in a
that.
barbershop, I'm charging them regular price.
Exactly.
Barbershop. It's not.
40 bean?
Yeah.
Drake come in. 40?
I mean, what am I gonna do? Give me 150 year Drake?
Nah, yeah, nah.
That's crazy.
Give me
That's
$1,000.
crazy.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Coming with the VVS's. Yeah, let me get his $40. Yeah.
But I mean, some people are like that,
tip
but like,
crazy.
nah, you just gotta keep it what it is.
When you did trade, did you go to the school? They took you to Mercer?
Like getting my license.
That's the.
Yeah, because that's when I was in school, there was Votech.
Oh, I did Vontez.
Yeah,
But I
Votech.
started a year late, so it's crazy that that's kind of how like the whole thing went. Like my schedule was set up for senior experience in the morning and Vontez at night, but I was a senior already, so I started a year late. I had to finish a year post high school, so it was senior experience in the day, Vontez at night, and I didn't even really work at the time. They cleared me for senior experience. My plan was to like just skip school. Alex had just graduated the year prior, so he was out of school.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, like they just paired me, like we chilling every day. Like, and then from there I would go to Vontez.
Yeah.
And, but then like that summer, that's when everything happened, and I'm like, damn, that plan's done. I got senior experience. I'm not working. Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So I canceled senior experience, did Vontez, and then I was like, I'm just gonna lock in with this,
Yeah.
and like I just locked in with it, and it was what it was. So I did Vontez, and I had to pay a small tuition, like $4,000, like out of high school.
Yeah.
But I got a job cutting hair at like a Great Clips, you know, like where no one wants to go. But like I was where I was making money, I didn't care.
Right.
And I was able to pay the tuition. I got a couple scholarships and stuff like that. So
That's tough.
I had to pay like $2,250, something like that, $227.50. So yeah,
That's right.
it was worth it.
So then to end, do you know what's next? Is there anything that's next coming up, or strategies willing to share?
Yeah, so I had a couple ideas. Damn, I'll share them, I don't care. So I'm trying to really get into like real estate right now. So I'm on the market for like duplexes and like triplexes, quadplexes, or even like a multi-unit property with like a business in the bottom. Of course, like inflation is crazy, interest rates are crazy.
Right.
So like I'm not really liking what I'm seeing, but I'll simply say like salon suites. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Nah,
So, no,
It's,
explain to
it's
me.
pretty much like a building, multiple units in the building,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all subleased to barbering, nails, hair, stuff like that.
Like a plaza
multiple,
kinda?
multiple levels for it?
But in a
Yeah.
building.
That would be tough.
That is tough.
So that's what I'm looking into. I'll leave it at that.
Copy.
Yeah, but like whatever one comes first, like I'm not picky. So-
Yeah.
But I'm definitely ready for like, all I gotta do is get my sign up here, and then this project is done. So like then I'll try to look for another one. But like I said, bro, just doing what makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm probably not gonna do it. So
Yeah. And I do have one last thing, because we usually like to try to do this. Sometimes we skip on it, but we usually like to tell the people something. So for aspiring barbers and business owners, like what would you tell to them, or what advice would you give them, you know, trying to chase their dreams?
Just keep tunnel vision. Don't watch the next man, because that's not going to benefit you at all. Just do it because you like it. The money will come, and be yourself. That's most important. Like, a lot of people try to change who they are to make someone else happy. Like, just be yourself. Yeah.
That's facts.
That's fair, right?
Wise words from a wise man. That's what's up, man. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Thank you. Let's clap it real quick. Great interview. Cheers, fellas. More life. Ugh. As always, you got your boy here, Vontez.
Your boy Ryan.
Cam.
And the one and only. We out of here. Peace.